done a lot of other things, but what we're going to try to do here, continue to do, is work. It's a lot of small stuff, a lot of fundamental stuff that we're going to push through, and so that way we can get better. And so, like I said, I appreciate y'all coming out the couple days that y'all did to be able to move. And so we're going to do some stuff during the summer. We'll have some summer camps where we're going to be able to reach out to other. We'll go to the Mansfield area, Stonewall, some Shreveport people that'll be able to come through. I got a couple medals and trophies for the Hot Shot Challenge, or the Skills Challenge, and then what we'll have is the most outstanding player throughout the couple days that we had here. And always remember, baseball, we heard this the other day, you never know who's watching. And so remember that when you're in the gym or whatever sport or whatever you're doing, just remember somebody is more than likely always watching what's going on. Looking, your effort, your attitude, those are the two things that you can control at all times. No matter if the shots are going in or if you're missing 100 shots, you still control your effort, your attitude. And so just remember that as you go through, because it'll say a big, if you want to go and you want to play, like I said, whether, basketball, baseball, whether it's softball, whatever sports we have, if you want to go to the next level, whether it's NAIA, the D1, whatever it is, effort and attitude can get you there more than anything else right now. Because coaches will watch, I have a list of coaches in my phone where they're going to say, where I can say, hey, look, I got a player, she's good, she plays, she practices harder than she works in games, or he does. And then that way I can get out and get to these coaches and say, hey, look, if you want to do it, I can help you. Like I said, I've got a list, I've got connections throughout my years of stuff of getting you guys where you want to be. But you control that. You control what you do in practice. You control, what time you get here, putting shots up after practice. And you'll always hear me say, practice is for the team, and after practice or before practice is going to be for the individual. And so as you're putting the time in and you want to get better, you do it before practice. When we practice, when we start practicing up in the summer and getting things ready, it's going to be for the team. Now we will during the year have skills. We'll have skills in the morning before school starts, so we're going to lift and do skills in the morning, and then we'll have our regular after school practices. And so the skills stuff will be for us to get better individually, to work out, to get stronger, get faster. Again, a lot of skills. Some of the stuff we did today, there's a lot of stuff. I have books after books of notebooks of what I have that we'll do skills-wise, going through different weeks. We'll do 3-week things, 4-week things, 6-week things, to get ourselves and our bodies in shape, ready to compete. Because once again, like I said, what I want to do is have it where people hate playing us. We're going to be hard, we're going to work hard, the defense is going to win us championships. We're going to be what Riverdale does. We're going to hang 2 banners each year, and that's the goal. And that's where I want to be. And we can compete to be there. I know we've got the athletes here. We hopefully will have a couple more that we've been talking to coming in to help us out. If that happens, then there's no reason why we can't do it next year. And I'll tell this again to the guys and girls that will be here. 7th grader being one of the youngest ones, we will hang at least one state championship before you graduate. We don't know if it'll be this year or a couple of years, depending on what it is, but we will. Okay, that's the time and work that you're going to have for me. I will dedicate any time that I have will be here to help you guys. If you want to work after practice, you just let me know. If you want to come up before, I'll be here. And this is what I'm saying this week. It's good to get started. This is a start. We won't be able to start anything until the summertime officially. And so this is a good way to get started on getting prepared mentally, getting prepared physically, going through some workouts. So I'm proud of you guys. Thank y'all for coming throughout this. We'll start. Make sure I get the right one. We'll start with the girls' side. And so the girls' side on the skills challenge, in first place, we'll go second place. In second place is Peyton. We got gold medals. I'll go with you guys. And in first place is Presley. And then we'll go skills challenge for the boys. Make sure I do this right. Do what?
Said nada.
Second place is Peyton.
Wait, what is the skills challenge?
That's what we did in the lab. So it was a 3-minute drill, full court, sprints, and free throws. And the first place is Will. All right, and so we'll finish up. Yeah, we got only 4 minutes left for everybody. We'll finish up. Now these are just little trophies of what we have and what I see that put forth a lot of effort. It doesn't mean that you were that you won everything or anything like that. But what it is it shows that from day one all the way through. Because I can remember going back to camps, and I remember winning one of these at the University of Kentucky camp when I didn't even know what it was. But one of the things that I learned at a younger age, like the Cade's age here, is that, again, effort and attitude can get you a long way. And if you show up, for the times the coach says, hey, I'm going to have an open gym, and you show up, and it's not mandatory, so you don't have to be here, but you're here to put the time in, you're here to put the effort in, it pays off. And that's what happened, and I can remember it because it's what got started me getting recruited starting my freshman year. And I was there at University of Kentucky camp. They had pre-workout started at 5:30 in the morning, so you could go from 5:30 to 7:30 and working out with their players. So you went with their players doing their workouts, and then you would start the day at 7:30 with breakfast. But there was only a group of us. There was probably about 100 kids that was there, and there was probably only 10 people that showed up for those all 5 days. And so what that is just that you can put forth the effort and know that somebody is watching. Because at that time, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was going on. And at the end of the camp, because I was able to do it, I was able to put up, I got the most outstanding player in the camp, which, like I said, helped springboard that to get recruited by them, which was fun. And so remember that, whether you're in the gym here in the mornings doing stuff and it doesn't look like anybody's watching, or you never know who's coming through doors, just know, and that can be good and bad. Okay, I'm saying the positive effects of it, but just know that it can be a negative effect. You're walking around, your body language says a lot, your language says a lot. Because once again, we're not, we're not going to be one that you're going to hear us cussing and screaming and things like that. I don't say it from the sidelines. You won't hear me say it. I will get heated sometimes, but I'm not going to cuss and scream. I'm very competitive in everything I do, but I don't like losing. It doesn't matter what it is. And that's what I want us to be. I want us to be not like losing, but we have to learn to lose. There's a way to graciously lose. There's a way that, hey, there's sometimes you just get beat, and that just happens. But you got to realize that, hey, once you get through it, you get over it, and you learn to get better. So, talking about all that, I want to say, make sure the girls' side is Peyton for the most outstanding player, and the boys' side is Will. Hey, what I want to do, I know this, like I said, this is the first time, hit that clock. I got it. This is the first time that we've had it. I appreciate you guys coming out. We're going to have a lot more stuff going on. I do a lot of camps and clinics and stuff in the summer. We'll have some here, and we travel around and do some all over. But there'll be, like I said, opportunities this summer's going to be where we're going to get in the gym. People will travel, they'll do different things, but we're going to get in the gym because we're going to be prepared. We can officially start practice the first day of summer, which is what I love. We don't have to fight with football. So if we can start, and we can start putting time in that way we can start learning our offense, learning our defense, learning the things that we need to do to be able to get where we are, where we need to be. But let's circle up. We'll end it right here. You guys, yeah, you sure have a little bit. I got to leave after this because I got to go somewhere and be a 3-4 about one. Arm around a teammate. All right, bow your heads. Father, thank you for the day. Thank you for this time and this week for these young men and women that are just continue to come out here and compete and work hard. And I pray, God, as we continue to do that, we realize this is a game. God, and most importantly, and especially this weekend as we're celebrating you, I pray that our mind and our focus is on you, God. Thank you for dying on the cross and giving us the freedom, Father, and just giving us the eternal glory for you. We love you, we praise you, we thank you. It's your name we pray. Amen. All right. I got to show you for girls because I can't say brothers. You can? Family. We'll do family on 3. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Family. Brothers.